seed. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Down here for this offense. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
Looking to scramble. He lets it go on the move. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? He's past the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
And I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
I love that big target on 3rd down. He's got great athletic ability, but it's his size that creates such a matchup advantage. And when you get to 3rd down, just put it up in the air and let him come down with it.
And the Tigers looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. They feed the fullback this time. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
They're going to run the option. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Setting the tone early, Kirk. How about the execution, opening drive of a conference championship game?
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. but not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He steps out at the 20, tried to make something happen, but costs the offense 5 yards of field position. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down play coming up. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the incompletion, we'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. The secondary backed up off the ball now. Back to throw. It's Bailey. Lets it go quickly. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
He's a dangerous returner. Found a good lane there. They finally get him, but excellent field position at the start of this drive. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Great move in the open field. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
An inside deal now from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be first and goal from the 1.
And that's good, tough running here on this third down by the back. The defense was locked in on stopping the run, but kudos to this running back for navigating where that hole was and hitting it hard for the yards he needed.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, I just love to see an offense finish off a drive. You get inside that 5-yard line, you've got to be able to pound the ball to the goal line and into the end zone. Great job to finish it off.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they start the drive. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. He's past the marker and still going. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
It's an out route. The catch made. Breaks loose at the 40. Big play. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 35.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
The screen pass complete to the running back. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. He'll hand it off. Good enough for first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
To the air, it's Bailey. Running out of time in the pocket. Catch made on the left side. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, NC State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, knocked right through. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the back now goes in motion. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Quarterback making some changes at the line. 2nd down, looking to throw it. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
And looking for a big play here. The ball is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Inside the 40. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
What an incredible job here by this safety. Sitting back in cover 2. Almost baits the quarterback to throw this football. Jumps it. Comes up with a great interception.
With some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap. He turns around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction that where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw. It's Bailey. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway, snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. They're going to run it here. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. The Tigers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Here comes a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Pitch to the back. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
3rd down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
Looking to throw it on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They've got him down out near the 40. Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Because I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
He'll hand it off. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. They're 2 for 2 on third down this possession. Here's 3rd and 5. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
Great timing here with the quarterback and the wide receiver. That receiver does a nice job of keeping his route vertical, and the quarterback's taught to put the ball away from the defender towards the boundary. Good adjustment by the receiver and a big play by the offense.
1st and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup and put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
2nd down and goal, upcoming. Oh, a reverse. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
The backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or a reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position, were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Here's a run call on 3rd and goal. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drop.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than a conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Powering through. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Tough spot here. 2nd and long from their 19. To throw, it's Bailey. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And now the handoff. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. And the offense will now quickly spend the timeout.
Timeout, Clemson.
So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. It'll be a 34-yard try. And this one is right through. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. Comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Now it's 2nd down here. Dropping back. It's Bailey. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here's the first play of the drive. They start at the 28. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be 1st down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, what a move to break into the clear. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Looks like Clemson will have the 1st down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners with great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Back to pass. It's Sellers. Looks left and finds his target there. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the 1st down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And that run produces a decent gain. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. NC State comes to the line quickly. Back to pass. It's Bailey. And they heave it deep downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44. First down, looking to throw the football. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
A solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. Can they finish it off here on second and goal? Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's third down coming up. Third and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Now to try for two. They'll try to run this one in. And now the defense able to bring him down.
Now, the defense wasn't quite able to keep him out of the end zone for the touchdown, but how about the job of just having a short memory? Just put that out of your mind, rally to this football, and keep them short of the two-point conversion.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. They'll try to run it with the option. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He shreds the tackle. Breaks loose at the 45. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down. The clock runs down here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Clemson 31, NC State 13.
On the
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the defense smothers him for no gain. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Play action fake. Looking to throw. Down he goes. A sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this third down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
The offense has a big play here, but really put themselves in a hole on first and second down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on third down, but it's still fourth down. Can they pick up the first?
The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And they add to their lead. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So, here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Going for a big play downfield. Another interception. Wow, that's his fourth tonight. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Important second down play coming up. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. On the run, he'll let it go. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time. Threw it behind the receiver.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. To the air. It's Sellers. He's moving out of the pocket now. Quick throw complete to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Great cut there. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Clemson. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
And I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, and it's a touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. The DB's backing off from the line now. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. NC State comes to the line quickly. The shotgun running play call.
Ball carried by the running back. Gain of 1.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Scanning the field. It's Bailey. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage.
And the defense did everything that's expected of them. Yeah, they caught the ball, but it didn't go anywhere. That's the exact best possible scenario that this defense could hope for other than a turnover.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. The pre-snap motion from the offense. 4th down. He's throwing for it. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
NC State offense will take over 1st and
10. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Running back grabs it on a screen. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. So the screen on first down is snuffed out nicely, and now they're behind the sticks here.
Yeah, the offense tried to fool this defense by going the screen on first down, but give the defense all the credit in the world. They're not fooled at all. Read that perfectly, able to chase that down for a loss.
DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Tries to get it to the running back. The throw complete to the running back underneath. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway. So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Quick throw to the left side. And he pulls in the catch. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play and try to get in the end zone, maybe get an onside kick.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. It's press coverage now from these DBs. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Good catch, just past the first down line to allow the drive to continue. It's a nice play by the quarterback and wide receiver there.
42 Spider.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Running with purpose. Able to fight for a decent gain here on that running play. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. The distance will be from 36 yards away. And the kick is good. They add 3 points, but come up way short, and that's how this ends. Now, it's always a special year and a moment these players will never forget.